so people could see that this podcast is so janky and it's Janky Town outside your window pane.
Janky Town Podcast with DJ Omar Khan, Dave, and Beer Mug. People who shouldn't even have a podcast, but they decided to talk to guys who give CPR and make people jizz. They also talk about their personal lives, but who really gives a fuck? And can you believe that we're still ripping this bit off Kevin and Bean that they did years ago? And Dave, the Clippers suck.
Janky Town outside my window. Janky Town behind a tree.
It's funny.
Nice beginning.
We do so many different shenanigans. I was just kind of going through my audio, and I was just like, what is this labeled Janky Town Spooks? And I played it. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot I did that. You know, did any of you guys remember that?
Nope.
When you started playing it, I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot we did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Been so many, I lost track.
I know, man. It's insane, dude. But, yeah, how you guys doing?
Mugs?
Dave?
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's weird because Muggs isn't looking up to the screen, so I don't know if he's paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
What are you looking at?
I can multitask. I can
looking
multitask, guys.
What are you looking at? Are you buying tickets to San Francisco tomorrow?
No.
That'd be cool if you were.
I'm not at all doing that.
Mr. Muggos, tell us a little bit about the electricity at the stadium because you were at Game 4, yeah?
I was at Game 4, Omar, and it was the do-or-die game yesterday at Dodger Stadium. Fun times. No fights between Giants and Dodger fans, which is surprising. There was a little skirmish the night before. Somebody threw something at one of the Dodger announcers, Jerry Hairston Jr.
Hey, Muggs, Dave, could you fill me in on the rivalry and why? I mean, there's other sports, other rivalries in sports, but this one seems to be out of control from time to time, right? Or am I just not a sports guy? But this one seems to get violent really quick.
I'm going to leave this to Beer Mug, the history buff.
Okay.
Because he knows more about it than I do.
Well, the Dodgers and the Giants go back all the way to New York when they were the New York Giants and the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's where the rivalry started, Omar. Okay. It's just carried over since, and now they've always been in the Dodgers division, and to this day they still are, and we hate each other. Simple as that.
But why does it get so violent though? Like I'm sure
it doesn't get violent. I mean, all the time. It's just there's a lot of trash talking. For the most part, it's a friendly rivalry. People just take it too far sometimes.
Okay.
Those are the idiots.
But does this happen in like hockey or basketball?
Sure. Yes.
Where didn't
Red
a guy
Sox,
get
Yankees.
killed? Didn't a guy get killed like 5 years ago or something like that in Dodger Stadium?
A Dodger fan? Yes.
He didn't get killed. No,
he was killed in San Francisco. No, he was.
He didn't get killed.
There was a guy who got stabbed outside of AT&T Park and got killed.
Was it a Giants fan?
No, it was a Dodgers fan.
Does it matter?
Yeah. No, you're talking about Brian Stowe, the guy who got beat up outside of Dodger Stadium. Yeah, that's the one Muggs is thinking about. He did not die. Yeah, but he was severely beaten.
Yeah, for me, it's like baseball. It's so funny because baseball, it seems to be a more docile sport comparatively to football, let's say. But the fans, to me, they seem to be a little bit more out of control rather than, what you see in the football stadiums or the basketball court,
you haven't been in football stadiums.
Yeah, it's the same.
Is it
it's
really?
Worse. It's worse
I would
than football,
think,
probably.
I would think NFL is the worst, right? Right, Muggs?
Yeah.
NFL is the worst because hockey fans, the fighting's on the ice, so they're not really fighting each other. But in NFL, oof, man, I almost got in a fight at an NFL game, and it's just people wearing the opposite jersey, and that's it. That's all it takes.
So it's like that gang mentality that, hey, you're wearing the other team, or, Kevin and Bean famously told that story. I'm not sure at what hockey game they were at, but they were
at the Stanley Cup after Montreal won against the Kings.
Yeah, and they were wearing Kings. Montreal. Yeah, they were wearing Kings jerseys, and they were like, "Dude, we got to go into this gift shop, swap jerseys, because if not, we're gonna get killed." What? Man, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, I guess I could believe it just because, you kind of like mix that mentality along with alcohol. Yeah, things will probably tend to flame up pretty quickly, I would imagine. Okay, cool. So, what do you guys predict Game 5?
Duh.
What does Mama Muggs predict Game 5? Because I know she's such a negative.
They're going to
Nancy.
lose in Game 4. She's still shaky.
Yeah, they're going to lose in a game they already won.
Yeah. No, but Muggs, how was it like you'd been in an elimination game? Because I've been to a World Series game, a playoff game, but never an elimination game, Yeah. And how was it just like every at-bat means something? What was it like in the park?
It was weird because like there was parts where it was like I felt the crowd should have been louder.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was a little bit of nerves, for sure. But I think at the end when the Dodgers started scoring more, I think everything kind of lightened up.
Hey, Muggs, when people have a microphone, they tend to talk into the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
I think that's how microphones work. How long have you been in broadcasting? It's like you're so far
How's
away
this?
from the mic.
How's that?
No.
Is that good?
A little closer,
Is that
please.
fine?
No.
He's in the bathroom now.
Too loud?
No.
that?
I could
better?
barely. You're way in the background.
How about this?
I can still hear you, but you're way in the background.
good?
Maybe a little bit on the microphone. But just a little bit.
How's this? Is this better?
You're over-modulating.
Is that better? I'm right up on it.
You're over-modulating now. Over-modulating. It's distorted.
Overmodulated.
Yeah, it's over-modulating.
Hey, Muggs, what if someone's sitting on their phone right now?
All right.
Yeah, so Game 5, we're taping this on a Wednesday. Game 5 is Thursday night, and winner take all, win or go home, as they say.
Crazy.
Go Dodgers.
Crazy,
is what's
man.
Gonna happen.
Yeah, go Dodgers.
Hell,
I
yeah.
hope they
Oh,
pull
you're
it
not
out.
watching? Your Sportsmart's not watching
Man,
Dodger games?
I've been too busy doing stuff for the station, and my DJ business is
16
kind of
stations.
yeah. So I just don't have
Back
time.
to 16?
No,
Oh,
it's still
no.
50. It's still 15.
Oh,
Still
okay.
15. But
Yeah.
I've been doing that, and then soccer's in full effect right now. So I'm taking the girls to practice and chauffeuring them around, and it's just busy. So I can't keep up with the Dodgers right now. But but it's all good, and I definitely have my sister-in-law, who's a super hardcore Dodgers fan, filling me in every step of the way. So that's kind of where I get my intel
let me get
here
this
and there.
straight. Let me get this straight. No time for Dodgers, but plenty of time for pumpkin patches.
Yeah, of course, because you have to balance it out with family time. That's one thing that I won't compromise. You have
Dodgers are family, Omar.
No, dude. I don't
Yeah,
equate.
Omar.
I don't equate that with. And listen, I mean, if they were on at an ideal time, I would watch the game. The games were not on at an ideal time.
6 o'clock. Those are perfect
So
time.
late.
What? No, I'm at soccer practice, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm at soccer practice.
Don't
like
they
that.
know
I have
Omar
2
has
kids.
soccer practice? God.
I know. They should work it into my schedule.
Jesus.
God damn it. Yeah.
know.
But
Nerve.
I did rock the pumpkin patch, and I do every year, but I am usually not. So Kazi is taking some courses right now to get pay increase, because the more school
Nice.
you have as a teacher, the more you get paid. So that's what she's doing right now. So this Sunday she wanted to concentrate on her studies, so it was Daddy-Daughter Day. So I took my 2 girls out to go see her cousin play some soccer, took them out to eat at the Red Robin. So we had a fancy schmancy lunch. And
How many plates of fries? Because don't you get endless fries?
Yeah, they're endless fries. We just went through 2, so it wasn't, a tremendous amount. And
Now, did you do the Hispanic thing and take some home?
No,
Like,
no,
the endless amount?
no, I don't do that. I don't
Anytime
do
there's
that.
all you can eat anything,
Yeah,
we're just
dude.
like,
I don't do
we'll put some away.
I don't do that. However, with that said, like if I'm going to like a buffet in Vegas or Laughlin and I have my little knapsack, I'll throw some fruit in there for the following day or something. Yeah, for sure. I'm guilty of that, So, but
Aren't we all?
we had a good time, and then we cruised over to the pumpkin patch, and my girls dressed up as little kitties. And I have been to the pumpkin patch before, but I've never really been in charge of the transactions with the tokens and buying them, and really kind of knowing how much everything costs. I was just kind of always go with the flow, I was part of the family.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What I mean?
Like,
I was not in charge of handing over the money to the guy who gives the tokens, and I never knew how much it cost and what the value of what you were actually getting for what you paid was.
Forgive me, because I haven't been to a pumpkin patch. I don't have kids.
Okay.
So when I hear pumpkin patch, I think it's just pumpkins, and you go and pick one out, and you take it home, and you carve it, and it's a jack-o'-lantern. Ta-da!
Are you kidding
That's not
me?
a pumpkin patch?
No.
Tell me more.
Now you have these inflatables. Like, okay, so this year, probably next weekend, we're going to go to the one in Yucaipa, which is the mega one, all right? So let me tell you about the Yucaipa one. We went this past weekend to our local one here in Rancho, and I'll tell you about that and how I think it's just such a huge scam. But the one in Yucaipa, first of all, it's $1 to get in. Most of the little local ones are free to get in, but the one in Yucaipa, it is $1 to get in, and then they have a corn maze, which is pretty cool, and they have a hay ride, so you get in the back of this tractor thing, and there's a bunch of hay, and you sit on it, and you ride around the pumpkin patch, and then they have a bunch of inflatables. They have inflatable slides, inflatable, like, little courses for kids, and then they have little carnival rides where they're like little spinning things, and they're shaped like pumpkins, and then they have like a mini super seesaw thing. So everything that a big fair would have, but everything is mini for kids, right?
All right.
Like
so
a mini
for $1,
carnival.
this sounds like a deal.
Okay. No. So you would you pay it, and they have a petting zoo too. Okay.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Okay, so let me tell you about my experience. So I go, and I'm like, oh, there's 3 tickets for here, what ticket for here, and it's 2 tickets for this thing. Okay, so I was like, okay. I look at the little menu on there, and I'm thinking, okay, I can buy 20 tickets for this. Is how stupid I am, by the way. I had 20 tickets for $24 is what it was, and I was like, oh, that should be way more than enough, right? I'm thinking in my head, 22. I'm going to spend about $25, and we're going to get a couple of hours of family time here, okay? So we go, and to have 2 kids, and they want to do this maze, and the maze is like, and I asked the lady, do I have to, I want to accompany them? Do I have to pay, tickets too? They're like, everybody that goes in the maze has to pay the tickets, okay? So this stupid maze,
bye girls,
inflatable maze, yeah, I should have done that. No, protective dad had to go with them, right? This for the first time. So 3 tickets per person. That's 9. We're 9 tickets down, Dave, and we're in
you're
and
already
out.
halfway. You're already halfway done.
I'm already halfway done, Dave, off of one stupid maze, and then we're like in there and out of there in less than 5 minutes. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? And then the little mechanical rides that they want to ride, and there's this like little chair swing one, which was like the biggest hit, and the line's like 20 minutes long, and then that's 3 a ticket, so that's 6 tickets. By the end of 2 things, we're almost out of tickets, so I have to go back, get more tickets, and then, so by the end of everything, dude, $75, man, and that's without
holy shit,
without food. It's like you have to buy, your little Slurpees and your little, funnel cake and all that stuff to make it complete. So by the end of everything, this thing that is basically just dirt, and people just made a couple of crappy rides on it, I'm out like $100.
Now, do they do the thing where it's like they make each ride different amounts of tickets, so it's always odd?
No,
and then you have to go back and
no. The mechanical rides are all 3 tickets, and then they have slides. All the slides are 1 ticket, one time slide only, and then you have one inflatable that was a little bit more complex that had a little. Like a little course that the kids could go through and stuff, and then that was 2 tickets, So, but I didn't know it was such a scam, man. They're making money just fist over fist. It's crazy. Hand over fist, or is it fist over fist? What is it?
I don't know what it is, but I know it's not fist over fist.
Hand over fist. I think it's hand
fist
over
ass.
Yeah, I think it's hand over fist. But man, yeah, they're just cleaning up. And by the way, this is another very important distinction I want to make, or observation that I made, is that we went between the hours of 4:30 and 7. And it was packed, okay? When I was leaving, you should have seen the line to get in.
Holy
I was
shit.
like, I was flabbergasted, dude. It was insane. They're making so much dough.
Did you come home with extra tickets? And did you come home with a pumpkin?
No, we rationed it out. After I kind of figured out what the game was, I rationed out all the tickets and I came up with a plan. So like, okay, we're going here, here, and here, and then you're going to go here. So yeah, so no tickets. We used them all. No, not one pumpkin because they're overpriced at the pumpkin patch. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You go to a pumpkin patch and you come home with no pumpkins.
No, because it's cheaper to buy them at the Costco or the Stater Brothers. They're out in front of the boxes. Yeah.
How much was it to Paradise?
How much was it to Paradise? Oh, okay. Here we go.
You got a fly on your head.
Okay, because it's not two tickets. It's not 2 tickets to Paradise.
Oh,
you son of a bitch!
there was 3.
Wow.
There's 3 tickets to Paradise. Man, they are upcharging you guys over there. Some guy told me it was 2.
Muggs, I don't even think our audience is that old.
Oh yeah, they are.
Oh, they know that song.
Who doesn't know that song, man? For sure, dude.
I made a Geico commercial about it. I mean, come on,
dude. Yeah, that's awesome.
Rest in peace, Eddie Money.
But yeah, that was my weekend, and that was my first experience, kind of like fully engulfed and fully, involved in the dumb pumpkin patch. And you know what? I'm going to put myself through that again because we have to go to the one in Yucaipa because they have cousins out there that they live out there, and we make it a yearly tradition. God. Yeah, man. Yeah. So
no, it doesn't sound fun, man.
Do they have fresh popcorn?
Yeah, they have kettle corn and they have regular popcorn. That smells good. We got some kettle corn. Yeah.
Here's your excuse. Awesome. You go, I can't go, babes. Cassie, you got to go because the Dodgers are playing. I don't want to miss it.
No, I don't think that would work, man. But but it's one of these things that you have to kind of do with your kids. And Dave, this is the other weird thing is that you said at the beginning of this is that you don't have kids, and that's why you've never been to a pumpkin patch. You cannot imagine how many couples I saw on a date. It was incredible.
At a pumpkin patch?
At a pumpkin patch, man. And we're not talking about people, our age in their 40s. We're talking about kids in their late teens and 20s. I was really blown away, Dave. Yeah, it was like
is there
almost
booze there?
Hip happening place. No booze.
Is there booze?
No.
Okay.
It's
are they on
like
mushrooms?
Family. No, everybody was
of
just
course there's
hanging out.
booze, guys. It's a pumpkin patch.
No,
is there acid there? Like, what's going on with these kids?
I don't know, man.
Like, is there anything to do in the IE, or is it just pumpkin patches in October? That's it.
There's other stuff. Yeah, have you? So you've never been to the fancy one down in Culver City where a lot of people go down there for the Instagram. There's like a famous one.
Culver City.
Yeah,
where?
There's a famous one in Culver City. I'm not sure. It's a couple of miles away from the old radio station. And Dave, like you wouldn't know when this thing gets converted into a pumpkin patch because it's on one of those inconspicuous places where it's year-round just a big plot of dirt, but they plop up a pumpkin patch, and then it'll get converted into a Christmas tree farm later.
What are they, spirit Halloween stores?
Well, that's the exact mentality, for sure. They'll take a space that is just, vacant, and they'll pop up, essentially, and they make it work.
Honestly, dude, I didn't
usually
no
a Christmas
idea
tree lot, too.
Yeah. I didn't know that pumpkin patches were that extravagant because I would always see the one in on Doheny and Beverly Hills, and it was just pumpkins.
I'm sure there's some are still like that. I would imagine so, but
yeah. So I didn't know it was like that, and then I saw the Hello Kitty farms. That's a pumpkin patch, but that's there all year round, though, right? There? Yeah. There's like a little Hello Kitty characters and stuff like that. And,
no way. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
There's some that get really out of control, and but I guess it did kind of get me into the holiday mood, into the Halloween mood. So I'll give it props for that. But it was so expensive, man. And by the way, everybody listening is probably, dude, where you been? Because I've always been the guy that was just along for the ride. I didn't know, So that was. So
you're doing it again. Good job.
I'm doing it again, man. Doing it again. But Mr. Sanchez, you got your stomach
fly on your head.
You got a fly on your head, first of all. And then you also got sick from something I think I've never heard of.
Well, let me rewind here. A couple weekends ago, I went to Las Vegas to visit a friend and to go to a auto dealership a year anniversary party. And at that party, at this lot, it's high end cars, right? Like Muggs saw what I posted on Instagram. It's just going Bentley, Lamborghini, just like tons of them, right?
Bugatti.
There was a Bugatti there, yeah. And
wake up in it.
I woke up next to it, and Guinea Muggs. Do you know what that is? Pagani.
No,
Do you know what that is?
Pagani.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
that a
sandwich.
car?
It's like you kind of smash it.
That's panini.
Oh, my bad.
Anyways, fancy car, Las Vegas auto dealer, Las Vegas Auto Gallery is the spot. But what they were doing is they were serving sushi off of a naked lady, right?
Oh, like Rising Sun with Wesley Snipes and Sean Connery. Have you ever seen that?
No.
That's like the first time it was ever like seen like people eating sushi off a naked chick in that movie.
No way! Because I remember
And
the
then it
first time I ever heard of it was somebody talking that P Diddy had at one of his parties, and I was just like, "What is P Diddy doing?"
No. Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes did it first.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's this attractive lady, and she's essentially naked, but she has like,
Hey,
you
attractive
know,
lady.
yeah, she has stuff on her vag and over her boobs, and then so they'll like put it also something on her thighs and put sushi there. Like they'll put the sushi there, and then you go grab it. And you know, I was using chopsticks because I'm not going to be all grabby with my hands,
right?
And I'm trying to get some sashimi, and I'm like picking it up, and I fumble it, and I drop it right in her inner thigh, and I'm like, oh no, what do I do? I'm sure that feels terrible, like to have sashimi in your inner thigh. So I pick it up.
Did she make a look, or did she flinch, or is she just trained to like stare up at the ceiling and not make any kind of movement?
Neo, she's a professional, man. She just laid there and was like smiling, and you know, had a big smile on her face most of the time, and you know, until a guy's dropping fucking sashimi on her leg, and it's all like probably icky and cold. So I panic, and I'm like stabbing her with this chopsticks, trying to get the sashimi, you know. And so I go through a couple of rounds, and you know, have some sushi. The sushi was fine. You know, it was good sushi, and in Vegas. And
wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like the sashimi, it's fish, and that if you don't eat it right away, needs to be. Well, the point is that needs to be on ice. Am I mistaken?
Yeah,
but it wasn't on ice. It was on her.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They're putting it out. Oh, they constantly put it out because people are constantly taking it.
Yeah, but you don't know, like, if that's... Were you monitoring the situation? That one piece might not have been in rotation, is my point, because it was close to her JJ.
Listen, it was...
Nobody
was
wants
fine.
that.
The piece was fine.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it, though?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Sure?
Yeah, all the sushi was good.
Oh,
it was fine.
Then what happened next, then?
Well,
it was clearly not, Dave.
Well, no. I mean, listen, there's a lot of things, but later on that week, my tummy wasn't feeling so well.
Right.
But
it's because you got vag sushi. You got spoiled vag sushi. Is what you got.
So, well, hold on, because you know, I'm driving home from Vegas, and I got to stop by Dutch Brothers. So of course, I get the biggest one. I'm like, I'm gonna get my annihilator and drink it down, and that's a sugary drink.
Okay.
So boom, have it. I'm in traffic. Rumble. I was like, oh no. And it says state line 1 mile, and I was like, what do? Do I just try to go through?
Was it fear? Was it fear
line?
Style? Like, is that what you felt?
It wasn't fear style, but it was like, because if it was fear style, there'd be no question of I'm just gonna push through.
Okay.
And, I mean, I'm getting off and going.
Yeah.
But it's just like this rumble, and it didn't feel right. So I'm coming out. I was like, and I pull over, and I was just like, okay, I have to go. I pull over to Whiskey Pete's, and I have to go to the bathroom, and I have to force this out. And boy, am I glad I did, because that was woo. But have you guys been to State Line recently?
Was it like a Pollock?
It's sad.
A Pollock painting when you pooped it out, dude. Just
Pollock, Jackson Pollock.
Yeah.
Oh
my
it was
God.
like you know, in Austin Powers, like when he's like, whoa, feet in the air and everything.
Dude.
But that was a good call. But Omar, this Whiskey Pete's, my God,
Sad.
I opened the door.
Is that where the Bonnie and Clyde car is?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were banned from that place.
I am. That's the thing. And I had to go in there. All right. But I guess they don't have the facial recognition, or they just don't care, or maybe it expired, or who knows, because that was years ago.
Okay.
But then it's like a wall of smoke, and my clothes smelled when I got back, and I driving them home, and I smell like cigarette. Until I got home, I just had to get my clothes off and throw them in the wash, dude, because that's how stinky. And I was in there for maybe like 15 minutes.
Oh, man, really?
In the bathroom and walking through the casino. It was so sad, and people were just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Was it mostly
cha-ching.
older people, too? Like people, some
yeah.
retired people with their little oxygen tanks rolling it around?
And people and buses and just getting dropped off. And
wow.
Like, not even the fun stuff at State Line is open. So,
yeah.
I mean... I don't know when the last time you guys have gone to State Line, but oof,
I think COVID just killed it. Because
you
it
think
gets to become
so?
a cool place. Yeah, Buffalo Bills with the roller coaster, and it's just driving by. I mean, that's gone. Well, it's not gone, but it's empty.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nobody in there.
Man,
It's just
so if you're going there, you're straight degenerate, right? You're just
trying to spend money, right?
Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Just drive the extra 20 minutes to Vegas, and you'll be fine.
All right. So, Vag Sushi, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Even though the end result, thumbs up, man.
All right.
All the way up.
You know what I want to do? Never mind.
Yeah. No. What do you want to do, Muggs?
I want to have somebody hire me for naked sushi parties. And when they open up the curtain, it's just me just eating all the sushi with just all over my fat stomach, just farting.
Hey,
right? Do you think people will hire that?
How much would you charge? Because my oldest is going to be 10 next year, so I might want to hire you for that. So we'll see.
Omar, we can work something out. We'll work something out off air.
Good. All right, cool.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping the intro for that.
Hold on.
No.
Okay. All right.
Dave's really doing it.
Wait. Muggs, would you really do that? If I gave you $50 and bought like some pieces from Sprouts, would you do it at episode 69? Let people eat off of you while doing the podcast?
Oh, man.
$50.
Make it 51 and you got a deal.
Yes.
All right. Naked sushi at the live episode. Nice. I love it.
What did I get myself into?
Popping, that's a sound.
51 now. Damn.
Go upside down.
Right?
It's getting janky.
Bargain.
The greatest pound for pound. What up, Muggs? What
might need
up,
that
Dave?
$1
What up, O? What up, James? What up, Muggs? What up, Dave? What up, O? What up, James? It's getting janky. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. I love it when we jank around. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. It's getting janky. I love it when we jank around. Janky Town.
That's right. This is Janky Town, episode number 62. That means it's I'm bad at math. How many away from seven away from episode 69. That's going to be live from O'Grady's on December 3rd. That's Friday, December 3rd. We haven't worked out all the details, but just know that is the date, and we will fill you in on what's going to happen, what's going to go down, and exactly what time we're going to be there for the shenanigans.
That's right.
Yeah, and if you want to get at us on the emails, the email address is jankytown69@gmail.com, and as always, the Jank line is there for you, 855-JANKY69. Operators are not standing by 24/7. Gring, 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 gring. Hey, guys, you guys know what time it is?
I can't open my app to read the script.
No, that's not the time at all,
man.
Mugs. Like, no.
Of course.
That's just not the time. It's actually sponsor time, and we're talking about Manscaped. And hopefully, by the time I'm done with this kind of spiel that I do at the beginning, your app will open and we'll get everything rolling. Probably not. Why
gonna
not?
happen.
What happened?
Because
What's happening here, Mugs?
My storage is full, and now I have to go through all my entire
You
phone.
son of a bitch. Okay, well, Dave will pick up your
Son of a
lines.
bitch.
Okay, baby. Not a big deal.
Please.
Not a big deal. We already hit record. We don't do second takes on this, as people have heard. We don't do second takes on this. But thank you to everybody who's already bought their Manscaped gear and continues to support the podcast in that way. And if you would like an ad-free experience, hey, we are on Patreon, for as little as $3 a month, if you're inclined to do that. But hey, if you don't, you want the free product, we love Manscaped, and they've been around with us for almost... Wait, I think it's been a year already.
I think since the beginning, man. Don't cheat them of the early stuff. They've been with us since the beginning. So thank you,
boy,
Manscaped.
has my bush grown. What?
Oh, man. So, all right, let's get into the spooky spot. Do you know what's spookier than seeing a black cat on Halloween? It's shaving your balls. Beer Mug's Bush, that is a good point. It's shaving your balls with anything other than Manscaped. When it comes to below-the-waist grooming, there's no need to carve your pumpkins this Halloween because Manscaped is here to upgrade your grooming experience. Go from a bite-sized candy bar to a king-sized candy bar and join the 2 million men worldwide by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code JANKY20.
All right. Have you ever tried to trim your balls and it turned into a Freddy Krueger film? Well, luckily, Manscaped is here to save the day and make sure you're smelling fresh with their new refined body wash. Fellas, the ladies love their signature scent, and it will scare away those vampires. Unlock your confidence with the Performance Package 4.0. Inside, you'll find the holy grail of men's grooming items. They've made it easy for you to upgrade your grooming routine. It's a full moon out, and the werewolf in your pants is howling. It's time to tackle that problem with the Lawnmower 4.0. Their finely tuned Pew products featured a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is easily the greatest ball trimmer on the planet. I know they say that, but it actually really is good.
Yeah.
Did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? This trimmer is a shower essential.
And the Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker. It's a total game changer to your men's hygiene arsenal. The Weed Whacker is a nose and ear hair trimmer that provides proprietary skin-safe technology that helps you prevent nicks, snags, tugs in all those delicate holes. Seal the deal with the Manscaped liquid formulations. Their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner will make sure your pumpkins stay fresh. Trust me when I say this, fellas. Your balls will thank you. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts with the Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. Bring your comfort and boxers to another level. If you're looking like Wolverine and haven't cut your nails recently, be sure to look into the Shears 2.0 Nail Kit. They have a bunch of other life-changing products on their website, so be sure to check it out. Get 20% off plus free shipping using the code JANKY20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code JANKY20 at manscaped.com. Say trick or treat to your beautiful new Halloweenies with Manscaped. Mugs, how's that app treating you there?
My phone just shut off.
Oh, good. All right. Go get your Manscaped gear. Thank you. And what are our socials, Mr. Sanchez?
At Jankytown69 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to hanging out with you IRL, as the kids say.
I know.
And it's going to be...
I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys, man. Like,
yeah, no kidding. Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be the first time we share a beer and shit like that.
Absolutely. Although, after we have this little next conversation, you might not want to hang out with me.
Uh-oh. Why? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's what Kim Kardashian did and then SNL did. We were kind of planning. We were planning the show and we were talking about SNL and how Kim K was on it. And I get it. Kim K has the most followers on the planet, I would imagine, right? She has a huge following, and that show is struggling, and they are smart to get somebody like Kim Kardashian on there. But Dave says to me, he says that he found the episode funny. And I was just
the episode was very funny.
And
it was a very funny episode.
And then I asked him, okay, cool.
Like, funny, like, ha, ha, ha. How do they have Kim Kardashian hosting this? This is insane. This is hilarious to me. That kind of funny?
Well, no, it was just a funny episode overall. Now, I'm not talking about Kim Kardashian. I'm talking about the episode itself. Listen, there's been episodes with Peyton Manning, Donald Trump, Charles Barkley.
I'm not talking about those
different
episodes.
boxers. And those were awful, right? And those are, they're like Peyton Manning's a funny guy. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
No, but that's fine. And in my opinion, so I asked Dave, hey, okay, can you point me in the right direction so I could pull some funny clips for to do a recap? Because on the Ann Klein show, it was the majority said that it was a pretty unfunny episode, and it was a huge missed opportunity to be funny. So and this is just what they said. So I took their word for it. I didn't see any of the episode at that point. So Dave says to me, he really enjoyed the episode. He thought it was a funny episode. And he said, you can get the gist of the entire episode by the monologue. So all you need to pull is the monologue. And listen, Muggs, I don't think has heard much of this. So I want to play the monologue here, and I want you to point out where, in fact, is the funny. There are some, I could see that being, all right, a little bit funny. But in my opinion, you have better taste in comedy, man. like I don't think this is funny. I think it's serviceable for an attempt at comedy at best.
Before you play the monologue, though, would you admit that your hate for Kim K is kind of overshadowing even what, like, going into it, you are already like saying, I'm going to hate her.
No,
I'm going to hate this.
I don't really.
I'm going to hate this.
I don't really have a hatred for her because. We don't really talk about her. I think she was just so much in my face that I used to kind of hate her. Now I don't have any really real feelings towards her, yay or nay. I think no, I don't really have any feelings. For I could take it or leave it.
Okay,
that's how I am.
I'm going to change your mind then.
Okay,
we're going to listen to this together, and I'm going to change your mind.
Okay, all right. Muggs, do you have any? It says, let me ask you: do you have a unusual affinity for her?
I was
asking Dave.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, because I know Muggs hates her.
Yeah.
Me, I don't care for her. I don't care for the family. The family is.
Okay.
I don't care for them at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I think that's why I found this episode funny.
Interesting. Okay. And Mr. Muggos, what's your take on her?
She's a cunt.
Is she calling you? Maybe she's calling you.
She's calling you. She's checking in. She's like, I heard you talking shit about me.
Okay, let's go through this, and then we will see if there's any funny here.
I'm Kim Kardashian West, and it's so great to be here tonight. I know. I'm surprised to see me here, too. When they asked...
Hey, Dave, why is she still going by Kim Kardashian West?
Because they're still married.
Aren't they divorced?
Not yet.
Yeah, but why still go with that name if they're eventually going to get divorced? I thought that was...
sounds cool.
I don't know, man. I don't know what her deal is. But she's still, like, considered... Like, dude, remember, she came out in his concert in Chicago. Like, there's still... It's so weird. As for people who are getting divorced, they're not getting divorced. Just like the stupid Kardashians do is they keep Scott Disick around even though he's not Kourtney's husband anymore. I don't know, man. Tristan Thompson's around when they're not with Khloe anymore. I know too much. It's dumb.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. What Tristan who?
It's just look at me, look at me, look at me.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's go.
I was like, you want me to host? Why? I haven't had a movie premiere in a really long time. I mean, actually, I only had that one movie come out, and no one told me it was even premiering. It must have slipped my mom's mind.
All that laughter sounds canned to me. It just doesn't sound real. It sounds like added. Does that?
And her delivery is just awful.
Listen, yeah. Listen, her delivery is. She's not a comedian. I think she's doing her best, and I get that. She's reading.
Yeah,
and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
but the jokes are just not there. In my opinion, the writers didn't do her justice. That's my biggest problem with it. All right, let's continue.
Keep going.
I only had that one movie come out, and no one told me it was even premiering. It must have slipped my mom's mind.
Because her mom released it.
I'm excited to be here tonight to show you guys that I'm so much more than just a pretty face.
Okay, by that reaction, they must have filled that audience with just Kim Kardashian superfans, right?
Or they're just directing the audience. All right, applause.
Because by the way, I didn't think about it before when I was watching it, but the canned laughter, I think you're right. Because do you notice the difference in the sounds of the audience when they actually cheered?
Absolutely.
All right.
And good hair, and great makeup, and amazing boobs, and a perfect butt. Basically, I'm just so much more than that reference photo my sister showed their plastic surgeons. But the one thing I'm really proud...
I don't know. I just think, listen...
Why is she relevant still? Why is she even on SNL? What is she?
Are you kidding, Muggs?
Pop culture,
why is
Muggs?
she?
Come
yes,
on.
dude, she's one of the
Come on,
most
Muggs.
influential people on the planet. Unfortunately,
Love her, hate her, do whatever, but you can't
What has she influenced
not recognize
in the last
that
fucking
she's
year?
not pop.
Nothing.
Like, look, what?
like it or not, like Dave said, dude, she is hot. She has a huge following, and the news media loves her. You know, it just does. Anything she does gets picked up, right, Dave?
Yep,
It's crazy.
Yep.
And
she goes to a pumpkin patch. You'll know about it.
Yeah, it's insane. But again, man, it's just like those. I think also, Dave, it's like, listen, I know SNL is supposed to be, an upper level of comedy. You know, people that work at Second City, the Groundlings, you know, they aspire to go on SNL to either perform or write. So this is supposed to be the creme de la creme. And all I've heard so far, in my opinion, is pretty low-hanging fruit. Nothing super creative, nothing out of what I think I could probably come up with. So I think, all right, so it continues.
Proud of is that no one could ever call me a gold digger. Honestly, I'm not even sure how you become one. So I asked my mom's boyfriend, Corey.
That's a solid joke, dude. I know you don't know who Corey is, but that is a very funny joke because her mom's boyfriend is a former NFL player who's now leeching off of them. You know, like that's a solidly written joke. You know what I mean? Like maybe you don't get it because you don't follow them.
It doesn't matter because you understand it. I was able to understand it rather quickly, so you don't have to know. You know, but it's a plain and simple joke. It's a joke that's been around forever. It's not like it's unique to her. Do you know what I mean? So that's my problem, Dave.
But they're using her people, so I think that's pretty funny.
Okay.
I've been very lucky in life, and I know that I'm privileged, which is why I try to give back as much as I can. A real passion of mine is getting wrongly accused people out of jail. And thank you.
Such a philanthropist.
But that's true, by the way. She got a couple of people out of jail.
Did she? A couple? Oh, I just heard about one. Okay. Well, listen. If those people were really wrongfully accused and she was able to use her influence to get them out, I applaud that. Absolutely.
Yes.
I think I'm following in my father's footsteps. Now, my father was and still is such an influence and inspiration to me, and I credit him with really opening up my eyes to racial injustice. It's because of him that I met my first black person. Want to take a stab in the dark at who it was?
Okay, so that
an OJ joke. Come on,
again,
OJ joke.
These are jokes that Ralph already made back in when we were doing OJ bits on the Kevin and Bean show. All this stuff is just
so timely.
It's just low hanging fruit, in my opinion. I don't know. I think this was just a huge missed opportunity, and to me was not great comedy.
Just so timely with that. OJ
I don't know.
Stab in the dark at who it was? I know it's sort of weird to remember the first black person you met, but OJ does leave a mark. Or several. Or none at all. I still don't know. Listen, I'm an influencer, so I understand that the things that I say carry weight. But, I would never tell anyone what they can or can't do. Remember, I'm a Kim, not a Karen. And honestly...
Okay. Right?
That one was like...
not a Kim, not a Karen.
And listen, I know she is who she is, but man, her voice and her delivery is grating on me, man. just the way she is, I was just like, oh.
With all of the K names, it's really impressive that my mom didn't pick Karen. I mean, somehow she just knew. I don't know how she saw that one coming and not Caitlyn.
See? Making fun of her mom, dad.
Okay, I don't know how much more I can take of this, Muggs.
Please stop.
That's pretty much the gist of the entire monologue, right? It doesn't get any funnier. It's kind of like status quo through the entire thing. It doesn't have its ups or downs. It's very one kind of level of jokes. You know what I mean? And man,
she's so monotone that she doesn't really bring any of the jokes to life. But I thought that the writing on the jokes and the monologue were really good for her because that's for her audience. once, and that's why I think it worked. And then when they did the skits, they did the People's Courtney or something like that, and then the Bachelorette one where they had like John Cena, a normal guy, one of the real contestants from The Bachelor, Amy Schumer. They had all these people, Chris Rock.
Right.
They had a lot of funny skits, and then these guys, not even with Kim K, they did this hard seltzer bit that was a sketch. It was very funny. So overall, I thought SNL was very funny in that episode, not because of Kim K. I just thought it was a funny episode.
Okay, but
she didn't.
But you love SNL, right? You're like
I do,
Bean in
I do, but
in that sense. Like I don't think SNL has been funny in, oh my god, very long. I'm not. But with that said, I've never been like a huge SNL must watch guy. I've never been that guy.
Yeah.
So
Listen, I'll rate SNL every week as like, it's usually anywhere from a 5 to a 7, you know, like there's very rarely like, oh my God, that was a 8 or 9 episode. The last 8 or 9 episode, I think, was Bill Burr.
Okay. That was a good one.
And this one would be about a 7.
Whoa,
like this was a good episode overall, not because of Kim K, but because it was just a well done episode. And they did a song about moms who go to the club and they're falling asleep and
sounds
stuff
hilarious.
like that, which
hilarious
yeah,
because they just flipped the script because it's usually dad's falling asleep. Now it's the moms. God damn it, Dave.
Well, I don't know. I've never heard the trope of dads falling asleep at the club.
Yes,
so.
they fall asleep. That's a big like dad joke thing. Like, oh, dads could fall asleep anywhere. Just you know what I mean? Now they're just taking it and putting it on moms. They fucking in it. Oh. My kid's there. SNL, whatever. You know what? We're gonna have to agree to disagree. You can have your opinion, and everybody can have theirs. But I will say, hey, props to SNL scoring that guest because they did go up. I mean, how many more viewers did they have? It was like in the millions or something. It was crazy more people watch that show.
But listen, I'm just gonna say that I'm always right, and I'm sure if I did a poll, then
please do.
The Janksters would agree with me.
All right. That poll will go.
I am right and you are wrong again.
I would love that. Put that poll up, man. I would love that. And speaking of polls and social media,
give you a poll.
Hey, we were discussing. I didn't mind that one. We were talking during the meeting when we were going to discuss is like Dave is going to read a couple of comments from our socials and Patreon and stuff, and we were trying to come up with a name for it. And the lame name that I was like, oh, we could call it commentary. And I was just like, well, that's pretty lame, right? And then Dave, what'd you come up with?
All right. So first, I wanted to call it the Internet Roundup because it's just rounding up comments from the internet, and you're like, nah, I don't want to be tied to that. You guys were like, no, that's not fine.
Yeah.
No. So then I said communism because that's like an old play on it's like communism, money's a drop.
Yep.
And then I thought of common sense. Huh? This is common sense.
I think we're just going to have to go back to the drawing board on the name.
Wait, hold on. But that's not it.
Oh, okay.
That's not it.
Okay.
The one I think is going to stick, and you guys are either going to love or hate, but just enough that we're going to keep it, is... Muggs, can I have a drum roll? Comic, chameleon. They come and go. Whoa.
It's Karma Chameleon. That's what
it's Comment Chameleon.
Oh, it sounded like you said karma. Oh, you said Comment Chameleon. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm in.
Comment Chameleon.
I love it.
I don't know where the chameleon comes in, but
it doesn't matter.
It's a Comment Chameleon.
Okay, I like that one
because you never know what you're gonna get.
All right,
that's why.
What are people saying?
All right. So these are comments from episode 60, the sheep vagina. This one comes from Vieta on Patreon. I've done all the things Dave has done on his eco-conscious trip. Started composting just before COVID and no flush until I do. Works out really well if you leave your window open and you flush before your guests are over.
Wow.
I am helping changing lives, guys. This is great. This one is from Instagram from Melme9. Damn you. When I saw my phone downloading sheep vagina, I lost it. Scanned my phone, ran anti-malware, then realizing it was you. Well done. So that was on you. Oh, so way to go.
I love that.
You freaked them out.
That makes me laugh. I love that.
Here's a comment from our Jankytown Plus episode, 21 questions. That's available to everybody on our Patreon, patreon.com/Jankytown. And it's from Drew. We were talking about the nastiest things we put in our mouth, and Muggs mentioned Vegemite. So his comment is, as someone who married and lived in Australia for a long time, Vegemite is if someone spit chewing tobacco, spit into a vat of salt and Play-Doh, then put it in containers to sell. If you think that tastes bad, wait until you try Marmite, which is a bit sweeter and a taste of more asshole. So Drew's saying that Marmite is worse than Vegemite. And
Drew's
you guys, we might have to do a Vegemite tasting because
can we get Vegemite here?
You could ship
Yes,
it, I'm
we can.
sure.
Yeah.
No, it's in some stores.
I'll try it. So, wait, have you guys tried it already?
I have not.
had it,
I have not tried Vegemite because I always hear how terrible it was.
Okay, I'll have it. I'll try it. Oh, dude, like I've said before, I'll try anything once.
All right,
I had it a long time ago.
Even
and it
that
was
one
just
time,
so bad.
Even that one time I tried sheep vagina, it was fine.
I hear it's like a human vagina. All right, these comments are for episode 61, Kissing Cousins. On YouTube, L Train writes, Wiener Schnitzel has an odd appeal. It sticks with you because there is no other fast food that tastes like it. It's not great, but it's different. Because remember how Rachel was hating on me for liking Wiener Schnitzel, and then she went and tried it, and now she's in love with it. So L Train has an explanation.
That is an astute observation because if you really do think about it, I mean, Taco Bell has Del Taco. You know, Burger King has any other burger place, right? I mean, Wendy's, fits in that category. Like, what else could you compare Wiener Schnitzel to? It really has its own unique allure, I guess.
Tommy's, I guess you would say.
Tommy's, I would say.
But Tommy's is way better, right?
I hate Tommy's.
What?
Yeah,
man.
Tommy's is.
That's
But you know what's
wrong.
funny is I go to Wiener Schnitzel, but I'm not a chili guy, so.
So you just get the things.
I just
without
don't
the
like chili.
Got it.
So I get everything without chili. That's why I don't like Tommy's.
Got it.
Although I've had Omar's chili and it's pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then this final comment comes from Joy. Something we were discussing on Kissing Cousins, episode 61, where we're talking about the senator who didn't understand what Finsta was.
Yeah.
All right. And he was
Hold on,
talking
guys.
to
Hold on. I need to interrupt.
Okay.
Oh, man. It was
He's gonna blow out a colon. He's gonna blow out his colon.
Dud. I'm sorry I interrupted.
All right,
Continue.
so this senator is talking to this lady from
that smells
Facebook.
awful.
And Joy comments, Dave, did you just pronounce the lady's name Antigone? A very famous and classic play as Antigone. This is like the Malachi incident. LOL. Keep doing you, Dave. Now, I was very confused because how else are you going to spell say her name, which is Antigone? How would you say her name?
Antigone?
Antigone? Yeah.
Exactly, right?
I don't know, man. I'm not refined, man.
Yeah. Here's the correct pronunciation of Antigone.
Antigone.
Oh, now that you hear it. Yes. Now.
But that's a bullshit, though, right? Antigone. Like,
you have
Gone.
You have to know. Antigone. You have to know. Yeah, you have to know. Okay. I don't fault you
I still
for
blame
that.
Dave. I do.
All right.
Thanks,
Can I tell you one time, Dave totally killed a joke, like a pretty much a Spanish-based joke.
Yes, tell me.
In a morning show meeting one time.
The one we talked about last time?
Did we talk about it on the air? No, we didn't.
Yes.
We didn't. We talked about it no. So Dave's telling this joke after a Kevin and Bean show one time. He's like, hey guys. Yes. Dave. What's Fozzie Bear's favorite city in Mexico? What is it, Dave? Oaxaca, Oaxaca, Oaxaca.
That was crazy.
And then the only white Jew in the room stands up and goes, Dave, it's Oaxaca, Oaxaca, Oaxaca.
That was funny. That was incredible.
Listen, one, it's funny that I couldn't pronounce that. Two, solid joke, right?
Yeah, if you
come on.
Right.
If I got it right, it would have been better, but the joke was solid.
God.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, guys, that was Come, Chameleon. They come and go. They come and go. Whoa, whoa.
All right, man. Love it. All right, guys. I think, You know what? We might not even get up to episode 69 after hearing this next thing, because I think we're gonna lose all our listeners, because they're gonna jump ship from this sinking ship and they're gonna hop aboard the Doto train.
What? What do you mean?
So Doto has released. Well, I don't know if he's officially released it. So this is what happened, Dave. This is how Doto. He must hate me or something, or think that I'm not interested in what he has to offer. Because I get a text from Rachel Lipnicki. She says, "Hey, dude, do you know that Doe has finished his first podcast and he uploaded it?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Here's the link," and I'm like, "What?" So he sends it to Rachel because he probably wants to hook up with her or whatever. But he doesn't.
Yeah, she showed him some interest, right?
Did he send it to you, Dave?
No, I got it from Rachel as well.
Feel left out.
What? Yeah, what the heck, man? So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. So I listened to it, and it's pure joy. Like, and it's way better than our show. So the first episode is just kind of like almost a trailer, like he wants to introduce himself, and he kind of wants to break down what he's going to do in the podcast. But I think the guy has some chops. Here, let's take a listen. And by the way, let's mention that if you do want to search for his podcast, it's labeled Doto Show, King of Talk.
Love it.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's
great
not.
name.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Props on the name.
Doto Show, King of Talk, and it's under comedy interviews. And the title of the first episode is Doto, first episode, introduced of myself. Oh, sorry. Introduced of my background.
Hold
radio.
on. Here's the name. We got to tag it with this.
Okay.
God damn, I'm just going to stop because now they're all dubs.
Timing, Muggs, timing.
Okay. So, Doto, first episode, introduced of my background from radio experiences. Okay? Like, doesn't that sound like a title Borat would come up with?
Very nice.
I like. What the heck? Doto, first episode, introduced of my background from radio experiences. Man,
from Kazakhstan. From great Kazakhstan.
So like, I'm just reading this stuff and I'm getting all giddy. Like, really? Is this already I'm all excited about it? Okay, all right.
It's amazing.
Here we go. The first ever Doto podcast, and by the way, we're gonna try to get him down to the live episode 69 tape.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Already I'm in.
Oh, so good.
Good morning.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Doe D-I-E-U. My name is Doe 2. And I'm
okay.
Have we been pronouncing it wrong this whole time?
He got his name wrong, dude. No,
Dotu.
His name's not Dotu. He
just said it. It's his name.
He got his name wrong, guys. Come on.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
No, you think he let us call him by the wrong name all this time?
Yes.
I mean,
no,
he's afraid to correct us.
No, I think he was nervous, so he just called himself Dotu. You think
maybe he announces himself later in the episode. I don't know.
I always you know what? I always wondered because it's spelled T-O. That is toe or two rather. Toe would be T-O-E, right?
There's no possible way he let us call him the wrong name all these years. Oh, we got to ask him that. Wow.
Doto.
It's pretty amazing.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Doe D-I-E-U. My name is Doe 2. And I'm very tall for an Asian person. I have a unique personality. I'm 6'2", and I'm pretty thin. I like to do.
By the way, way taller than 6'2". So he's getting everything wrong now.
He is. He must be nervous.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Kevin Bean.
And I'm very tall for an Asian person. I have a unique personality. I'm 6'2", and I'm pretty thin. I like to do athletic things, and I like to travel around the world. And I live in Southeast Asia extensively, like Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, because I'm Chinese, but I was born in Vietnam.
Okay, doesn't this feel like it's a Tinder profile now? It's like he's just looking
Tell
for
me
a
about
date.
yourself.
Yeah.
And I just like to have fun. And plus, let me give you a little bit of background about myself. Back in November of 2000, how I got started with K-Rock, my friend Mark introduced me to K-Rock. And I was screaming like a hiatus, and Kevin Bean.
Okay,
like a hiatus.
It's like he's getting everything wrong here. It's
okay. Maybe his name is Doto, and he just got his own name wrong.
And I was screaming like a hiatus, and Kevin Bean loved it at the studio. so that they use me every now and then for premieres, to do interviews, and also for Ask Doto every once in a while.
Dave, did we ever send Doe to actual world premieres?
We did.
What?
Sent him a couple.
Are you kidding?
Oh,
Don't ask me which ones, but we did. I remember we did.
Okay, all right, wow.
Every once in a while. So I'm pretty much like a guest on the Kevin Bean Show from November of 2000 through March of 2020. Around March of 2020, everybody at K-Rock got fired because radio is not the same as it.
Hey, way to bring it down, dude.
Thanks, Doe.
Thanks for reminding us.
Yeah,
Thanks,
right?
Doe, too.
Radio is not the same as it is before. It's kind of declining. So at least I got some experience on radio, and also some experience doing interviews with premieres, and also Ask Doto, where people ask me funny questions and I start giving them funny ideas. For me, I'm very unique. I like to ask questions. I like to get to know people, and I'm very outgoing. And I'm not afraid of asking people for their phone number. I'm not afraid of introducing myself to somebody without knowing them. I'm not a shy person. I'm very outgoing, and I'm very.
That is true, man.
Hold on, pause it, though.
Yeah.
Pause it, though. Remember when we got those exclusive Doto interviews from Las Vegas?
Yeah.
And the two gentlemen, and he just talked about it. I go, hey, Doe, how come there's no women?
Uh-huh.
I was afraid. I couldn't talk to them. I was like, and here he goes.
Oh my god, dude, that's funny.
So again, he's lying.
Let's forward in a little bit.
Please.
Right, let's see. Here we go.
And in terms of what I do for outside activity, I like to run, jog, and also do martial arts every now and then. But I do work out at least 4 or 5 times a week, just doing some light jogging and some.
Yeah, like didn't he say
Not even a little
in
bit.
that Zoom that he was like 35 pounds overweight, right?
some fast walking. So because I like to keep fit and also eat healthy.
So this podcast is basically going to be filled with lies. Is what we're learning.
I like to eat healthy. I love buffets and German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
And also try to avoid diseases like diabetics, heart problems, and also kidney issues. For me, I'm a very healthy person. So yeah. So I'm very outgoing and I'm very outspeaking, and I like to talk about different topics like world affairs and also international politics. What I like to talk about is it's what's going on around the world.
All right, let's see how he closes it out.
I was never a paid guest, a paid employee with K-Rock. But they use me as a guest every now and then from November 2002 through March of 2020. So pretty much that's all I have to say. And I'll be talking to you guys in the weeks to come. Thank you.
Okay. So he's...
How long was this
That's
podcast?
Very, I could listen to Doto talk all day, actually. It's very relaxing.
That one was 5 minutes, okay? That was 5 minutes.
That's very relaxing.
This first episode.
Short episode.
Here's the funny thing, okay, guys? So he says, he ends it with, okay, I'll talk to you guys in a few weeks. That was recorded July 31st.
Wow.
All right, Doto, I'm gonna have to step up.
Excuse me.
Oh, Doto.
Doto.
Sorry, Doto.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to step up my game and talk to Doto and have him put out episodes, man. Because listen, we need the what is it called? Doto Show, King of Talk. And I'm just in it for how he titles the episodes because they're so. It's
amazing.
Weird. Yeah, it's amazing.
You should. I wish he could title our episodes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's
then
do that.
You wouldn't, be, I wouldn't be labeling them sheep vagina and getting people.
Yeah,
all
we
into
wouldn't
trouble.
be getting banned from YouTube and YouTube and.
Oh man, yeah, I got to work on that. All right, that's it for episode 62. Thanks for joining us. Again, if you guys want to hit us up on the email, that's jankytown69@gmail.com. And as always, the Jank line is there for you. And whatever you're thinking, whatever your thoughts are or complaints, whatever you guys want to, mock us for or whatever, it's there for you. 855-JANKY69. And hit us up on the socials. And definitely, if you guys are funny on the socials or on the Patreon comment section, we'll, talk about them here, especially if you guys are very entertaining. So anything else to add, guys?
Muggs, do you have any farts you got?
I think I got a shart.
Oh, man. All right. We'll leave you with that. Muggs is going to go check his pants.
Bye.